one of the most influential Democratic voices, just said that Donald Trump's economy is wide open for attack. And now someone from outside the political world thinks that he might be the one to lead that charge. So here's the question we're asking tonight, with Democrats preparing to intervene directly. Does that leave the door open for someone like Stephen A. Smith?
Are we back here again?
You might think he's the right person for the job. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about James Carville saying that the Democrats just need to not do anything, and Trump would implode in 6 weeks. 4 weeks of those 6 weeks have passed, and since he seems kind of strong. I don't know. It doesn't seem like no one's getting him out of office anytime soon. But in a blistering New York Times op-ed, he calls Trump's tariff strategy one of the most ignorant acts of political leadership in American history. He says Democrats need to stop chasing headlines and focus on what's hurting voters right now, which is retirement savings, inflation, and affordability. And in his words, smoke and mirrors only work until you screw up so hard that no act of lunacy can pull the American people's attention anywhere. So now enter Stephen A. Smith. These ESPN hosts, as we told you a few weeks ago, said he was thinking about a presidential run, but he would not commit to it. But people kept asking, and now he's saying that both parties discussed him, so he's not going to rule it out. As you see here in the polling data, he is polling at about 2% right now, which is pretty low. But at one point, Donald Trump was polling down there as well. And Stephen A. Smith had this to say about his reason for not ruling it out.
I have no choice because I've had elected officials, and I'm not going to give their names, elected officials coming up to me. I've had folks who are pundits come up to me. I've had folks that got a lot of money, billionaires and others, that have talked to me about exploratory committees and things of that nature. I'm not a politician. I've never had a desire to be a politician. I just signed a contract extension with ESPN. I am very, very
pretty good one, too.
With my day job. I'm very happy with my boss. This is a pretty damn good one. Just right. It's a pretty damn good contract. I couldn't be happier. But here's the reality. People have walked up to me, including my own pastor, for crying out loud, who has said to me, you don't know what God has planned for you. At least show the respect to the people who believe in you, who respect you, who believe that you can make a difference in this country, to leave the door open for any possibilities 2 to 3 years down the line. And that's what I've decided to do. I would hope somebody else would step up that's more qualified than me. But if it has to come down to me, it is something I would consider. Yes, I would, because I don't mind the thought of tussling with these folks at all, on the left or the right. All of them disgust me, to be quite honest with you.
You know.
Well, I'll just sum this up.
Welcome, Ty. Hi, Ty.
Hey, guys.
Hey. All right, go ahead. Dex, what were you going to say?
I would say if you vote for Stephen A. Smith, or you even consider voting for Stephen A. Smith, I think you should enjoy El Salvador as well. I mean, there's some,
because they're building places in El Salvador. They got plenty of land. There's word on the street.
Enjoy it.
Stephen A. Smith, Darren saying we are not voting for that man. Thanks for commenting, Darren. We really appreciate it. Saying he sounded like Trump. No one tell him this before?
Like, the problem is, everybody was saying when Trump was running in, we're not voting for that man.
Yep.
And here we are with an idiot in office. I am not calling Stephen A. Smith an idiot for reasons I'll discuss off the air.
Okay.
But if y'all vote for another idiot,
come on. Populist president. That's what we'll characterize it.
Well, thank God the populace doesn't decide who the president is, but the Electoral College does.
Well, when you got both, when you got one, don't you got the other?
Nope, that ain't even how it worked, because Hillary Rodham Pantsuit Clinton had the popular vote, and Donald Orange Cheeto Dust Trump got in.
I'm just curious, in you guys' opinion, who do you think would have a better chance of becoming the next president, Hillary Clinton or Stephen A. Smith?
Stephen A. Smith for sure.
Stephen A. Smith.
Well, I don't know. He black. She's a woman, though.
Stephen A. Smith would 100%.
Over Hillary? All three of y'all think over Hillary?
Yes. He's a man.
Trump won twice. Hillary is dead in these streets.
I know, but Stephen Smith, like Will said, he's a black man, though. So you really gonna blow?
Yeah, but he's never run. Like
he's a man.
Yeah, the one thing you can guarantee is that the Trump fans are not They're not switching to Hillary, of all people.
Absolutely never going to.
You might get them to switch to Stephen A. Smith, but you're not getting them to switch to Hillary. So that part, majority.
So Hillary was in that poll. She would be 1%.
she would be 0%.
They won't write her name down.
It's tough.
not.
It's tough to say. It's tough.
She's
to say.
off the stage. She's debating in the parking lot during the fish fry.
Ty, I want to get you in on this. Is Stephen A. Smith wrong for thinking that he might have a chance to win the presidency if he did run?
Yeah, he's dead ass wrong for that.
Really?
I think his ego is really getting the best of him. Like, oh, you never cleared the way for what God may want. God doesn't want that. I don't know who told you God wants that. Or nobody wants you to be president.
People believe in him. You have to respect the fact that people believe in him.
I think it was
people who he won't
one
name.
of those things where it was like, if we're gonna put any idiot in office, we may as well put Stephen A. Smith. and then that got to his head, like, yeah, they may as well put me in there. No, sorry, it was a joke. Move on.
Okay. So, what are the percentage chances? I want to get everyone's take here. Percentage chance that Stephen A. Smith actually makes it to the first debate for the Democratic primary.
3%.
50%.
50.
I'm going like 62%.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys
Strange
believe
thing-
I don't believe in that at all.
Look,
Here's
strange
why.
things have happened.
Here's why. Literally, who does the Democratic Party have?
Well, Big Gretch was hiding her face. She went to the White House for
Who?
something. Gretchen Whitmer. Big
Who?
Gretch.
Who?
The Michigan governor.
Not voting for her for president. Next.
Okay.
I'm telling you, the Democrats don't have nobody. Hakeem Jeffries is slewfoot, and
They got Westmore is out here. He hasn't ruled out.
who are these people?
The governor of
what's
Maryland.
more.
Come on, he's very popular. Kamala Harris hasn't ruled out running again. Tim Walz hasn't ruled out running again.
He
So there are
should.
people there.
The one woman that could win is not ever going to run.
Michelle Obama.
That's the one. She's the only woman that can win. She's
Yes.
not running.
Yeah, it's possible. You said Pence's wife could run. That's what you said, Dex. Dex, what did you say?
I said SURE and then SIRI jumps up like, are you talking to me? No, I'm not talking to you, stupid.
No, I thought you said Mike Pence's wife, and I said, is that what you were saying? I was like, Mike.
No,
Pence.
I was trying to get SIRI off of my thing.
Oh, Siri. Hey, Siri. What's up? All right, so Stephen A. Smith not going to work. Well, maybe he'll make it to the first debate. We'll see. All you gotta do is make it to the first one. After that, he's made.
Win.
He's a great debater. He debates literally for 3 hours every day on television. So
Yeah, with stuff that he knows though.
Well, again, right?
Well, not
Donald
necessarily.
Trump literally
Not
got up
hold up. Whoa,
and debated.
time out. You're making a grand assumption.
Stuff he's
that Stephen A.
familiar
Smith knows what he's talking about. when he's
Familiar
debating.
with. He's a familiarity.
He's a skilled orator who
That's
can
what he
go out here and BS with the best of them, and that's what makes.
Okay,
Stephen
we'll
A.
see about that when he gets on that debate stage with Cory Booker. Mr. Talks a lot.
He will destroy Cory Booker in a debate. He might not win the presidency, but on the debate stage,
Stephen A.
I'm
Smith
taking
beat Cory
Stephen A.
Booker?
Smith
Oh,
over
you-
anybody.
Oh, you
I'm
lost. You lost.
Not that I'm not going to vote off of debates, but if it comes down to debates, look, I ain't going against that guy. He's done 300 shows of First Take over the last
true.
2 years. Okay,
That's true.
he's ready.